Okay, we are back. It's going to be game number 2 versus Effect versus Vega Squadron. Getting ahead of himself there. Shadow Fiend once again going to be the pick. Tusk picked up now by Effect. Meanwhile, Jakiro and Nightstalk going to be the 2 picks for Vega Squadron. They ban out the Brewmaster, the Drag Knight, as well as a Tiny, and Effect taking out the Shadow Shaman, the Doom, well as the Earth Spirit. So Tusk is going to be swapping teams this time.
Radiant team ban.
Shadow Fiend going to be making another go of it.
Team ban.
Oh, excuse me. But Razor, Queen of Pain, going to be the bans in the second phase of bans.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, 2 supports picked up by Vega Squadron in the 4th position, Nightstalk, the 5th position, Jakiro. Unless they want to run it mid, but you don't really see that anymore. It had like a month and a half where it was really popular to run in the mid lane. But yeah, it's just been shifted back to that support role. Meanwhile, the Clockwork, the Lycan, going to be taken out by the bans. Now we move ourselves on to the second picks.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And Squadron, what do they want to be picking up here?
Radiant team pick.
Glad to get the Viper once again.
Dire team
As Effect, pick up the Pain. Just maybe to make sure Vega Squadron can't get it. Yeah, Shadow Fiend this time shouldn't have any trouble with Enfeeble. Unless Bane wants to cast it on his own teammate. Which, you know...
10 seconds
Can you do
remaining.
that? I don't think you can do that. That'd be silly. Effect, pick up the Tusk and the Bane, the 2 supports that were on the side of Vega Squadron last match. And Vega, how did they respond here? Got the off lane as well as the safe laner, I assume, to pick up. As they're just taking time at the minute. Draft. Again, Effect and Vega Squadron did play in the ASL qualifiers, I think maybe like an hour ago, a couple of hours ago. And Effect took the series 3-0, so at the minute they're on a 4-0 run against Vega Squadron. Can Vega break this? As the Abaddon is going to be the pick for Vega Squadron. Effect, pick up the Enchantress. Maybe they pick up the PL next as well, Effect. And apart from the Shadow Fiend, just kind of turn around and show Vega Squadron how to run the lineup they picked last game. For the bans.
10 seconds remaining.
As Vega Squadron just looking at the last ban
5
now.
seconds remaining.
So, with 35 seconds left for this ban, what do Vega not want to be playing against? I mean, they've already taken out the Lycan, the Razor between both teams, the Shadow Shaman. I think what else they might be not too happy to go up against. Okay, they take out the Terrorblade. Yeah, good, really strong hero. As the Broodmother is going to be banned out from Effect. We did see the Viper Broodmother combination coming out from OG 2 days ago. Extremely strong. To Effect, no one wanting to give that up to Sada Vega Squadron. They do have themselves over 2 minutes of reserve time, while Vega Squadron only have themselves 15 seconds. So I wonder how much of this they're going to use, how much time they're going to give to Vega Squadron as they pick up the Enigma. So that is going to be the safe lane Enchantress? Do you think maybe move the Enchantress into the mid lane just because she's got the heals? Put the Shadow Fiend on the safe, Enigma in the off. You've got the Bane and the Tusk that can roam support. Meanwhile, on the side of Vega, it looks like it's going to be the Abaddon off, Night Stalker, Jakiro on that 4-5, Viper in the mid, and a... well, we'll find out in less than 10 seconds.
Weaver!
You may now select your heroes.
Yeah, Weaver, so it's going to be Palintimos on the Weaver, Blizzy on the offlane Abaddon. It looks like Undershock once again on the Viper as Zayak picks up the Night Stalker, and it's going to be Slayer on the Jakiro. Meanwhile, on the side of Effect, Afterlife is going to be playing that Enigma, Affinity in the mid Enchantress, Madden on the Bane, Kingar on the Tusk, and it looks like Kuman will be taking that Shadow Fiend to the safe lane. As we just wait now for Slayer to pick up his hero.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, game is going to get underway. Hopefully sometime soon. And no pauses, we're just going to get straight through this game. It's going to be a great game of Dota. With absolutely zero delays. So, who do you think's going to win this? Again, Effect are on a 4-0 winning streak up against Vega. And I'm talking to you, chat. Give me your answers in chat. Let me know who you think's going to win this one.
Prepare for battle.
As we take a get out of here, Anti-Mage. You're not in this game. As we take a look at the items before the action actually starts up. It looks like Kuman really try and go aggressive on this. Maybe put the pressure on the Weaver with the Shadow Fiend up here as well. He is making his move up to this top lane. Enchantress looks to be the solo safe lane. I have no idea what these lanes are going to be. Literally zero idea. Maybe Kuman still goes mid with the Shadow Fiend. Even though... I don't know. And then go aggressive try with Afterlife, Tusk and Bane, I guess?
30 seconds to battle.
Lad, someone tell me what's going on. So, Kuman just going to be thrown out of the taunts. It looks like they want to go for the invade. Meanwhile, Enchantress is on the bot. We're going to be chased away Palintimos.
The battle begins.
Who's going to be intimidated? Slayer does come back in. Who's going to be able to pick it up? It looks like they're going to be able to pick up 3 of the 4 runes in the game. Being slowed down now, Madden. Are they going to try and turn this one around? Could even go for a bit more harass. Madden, though, just going to be healing himself up. It looks like Kuman does move himself into the mid lane with the Shadow Fiend. Tusk there to support as well. Maybe we get aggressive try in the mid lane as Madden does move himself into the lane. Kuman's here, Zayak, Undershock, so 5 heroes in the mid. Needs to be careful, the Ice Shards are going to be coming out. Madden has the brain slap, the right clicks coming out. Zayak's just going to be running himself the other way, but is there going to be enough damage coming out? Ice Shards back up in 10 seconds. Zayak should be able to get himself away as we get 6 heroes in the mid lane, because why not?
If I can't have you,
This isn't Dota anymore, this is madness. Yeah, Nafo Ninja's just going to be pulling the lane through. Just pulls the creeps from here all the way down to the wave. Now Ice Shards once again. Slayer going to be trapped out once again. The right click's coming out. Is it going to be enough? Slayer is going to be taken down. Kingar pick it up, but there might be a return kill in this as Zyke tries to chase him down. The right click's coming out from Viper as well. One more from Undershock and he does tick down. So we're 1 for 1 in the mid. As, down on the bot, Blizzy does come in to try and contest. He's gone for the missed call first. So no orthotic shield for him just yet.
Wait up.
Meanwhile, back in the mid, it's just going to be a constant try versus try in the mid lane. Kingar now needs to run himself away, slowed down. Zayak trying to get in. Right click's coming out from Undershock. Could be able to get it. But Zayak not in time to get that last right click. Meanwhile, up on the top lane, let's take a quick look at this one now before we have to go back to the mid lane. It looks like Tusk is rotating up the river. Afterlife picks up the little Enigma Juniors with the Eidolons there. Valentimo's level 2, so they are splitting the experience quite well. And now F1 Ninja, that's going to be a DD, but the right click's coming out from Bambi. Are going to chase Zayak away, as well as Madden coming in for the backup.
Flesh sustains, gold remains.
Back in the mid. Undershock, as far as the last hits go, he's got 6, so they kind of keep him base. Shadow Fiend as well, you know, needs those souls. But with the constant fighting in the mid lane, because you've got to secure the mid guys, if that wasn't apparent in this game, it's kind of delayed the amount he's been able to farm up. Should be able to pick up a couple more last hits here. But Undershock trying for the denies is 10 and 4 with the 10 and 3 of the Shadow Fiend. Madden trying to play body blocking. Gets himself between Undershock as well as Kuman.
Where are you going?
So Blizzy able to take down the Harpy. Poor Harpy. You don't laugh at that, Enchantress, that's cruel. Back in the mid lane. 3 heroes still here from Zephyr. They really want to win this mid lane. As we do have a Tusk as well. The denies coming out. Now the Ice Shard's Undershock, slightly trapped in. There's Snowball's going to come through as well, but there's going to be an Ice Blast blocking it off the raises. One more raise should be able to take him down. Kuman picks up that kill, runs himself away. The Nightmare going to be slowing down the Jakiro. Now Kuman may even be able to pick up a second. He does. Double the salve. And the kills go in the way of Shadow Fiend. Undershock does TP himself back in now. But I don't know what he does here. Because they do just have so many body blocks as now. Slayer does have the haste. And Enchantress just kind of gallops away back into the lane. Meanwhile, top of the Radiant Jungle, Kingar being chased down. Weaver's going to throw out the swarm as well. The right clicks, Kingar should go down. Will uphill miss, but with the bug, Palintimos still able to pick up that kill. Yeah. The baby bug's doing the work for the Weaver. And now, Afterlife could be in trouble. He's just seen his mate go down. What's he still doing? Ice Path. Well, Hero could need glasses for the Ice Path now. Afterlife was just a little bit too fast. Move himself out of the way. And now Afro Ninja. But he's using the Hellburst Smasher to stalk Blizzy as he looks for the pull. But the clap comes out. Back in the river. Madden is going to see this. The Nightmare comes off. Can right click down. Maybe gets him in range of the Brain Sap. What is that? 2 points in that. Oh, not today, Zayak.
I remember when you were scared of the dark.
The Nightman takes down the Batman. And unfortunately, no Dayman to fight him off. But mid lane, it looks like they want to try and make another move onto the Viper as well. There's going to be the Ice Shards, the Raids is coming through. Kuman taking a couple of right clicks from Undershock. Just dances his way away. So bot lane, it looks like Enchantress, the TP did get the Abaddon away. But yeah, not before he took a whole load of damage. Is going to be able to shrine himself up. Only level 5, so no borrowed time just yet. Compare that to the Enchantress, who's getting close to the level 7. Lizzie. He's going to be taking a lot. The Aphotic Shield instantly pops as well, but iPhone Ninja doesn't care. He's going to do it underneath the tier 1 tower. So Slayer comes in to support his offlaner. Right clicks though, doing a lot of damage. Aphotic Shield onto the creep as well. Just look at Blizzy, still only level 5, so no borrowed time just yet. Now no mana for the Aphotic Shield. Now up on the top, Afterlife. What's he got himself? He's got himself the mana boots if he wants to unlock that energy booster. What does he save that for?
Dire are scanning.
Meanwhile, mid lane Batman trying to make a move onto Kuman. But he does just back himself off. Now maybe goes for Enigma or the Riddler. Oh, we've got any Batman fans in here. Batman making a move down. But iPhone Ninja takes down Slayer on the bot lane.
Aw, I was fond of them.
So Night Stalker, what's he going to do here? It is nighttime, so he needs to be finding these kills. He's already got himself the phase boots, but he was waiting for the Viper. Just gives Enigma time to move off out of this Radiant jungle. And now the rotation behind as well. Madden comes in. Lizzie is level 6, has that borrowed time, Aphotic Shield as well. So they need to time this just right.
Got it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just gets himself a haste. Level 4, so he's got 2 points into the Ice Shards, 2 points into the Snowball. He could even make a move onto the Viper. And then just throwing out a couple of raises. But Kingar does come in under shock underneath the tier 1 tower. Ice Shards are going to be there, but there's going to be no follow-up. This Enchantress, if we take a look at the net worth, even picks up the Wild Wing Ripper. Going for the drums. Tier 1 tower on the bot lane, taking a lot of harass. Ice Path is going to hit this time, but Slayer needs to move himself off to be careful. Blizzy looking to cut the wave as well. This is a decent trick that offlaners have started doing. You either pull from between the tier 2 and the tier 1 and you bring it up this way, or you just go back. You bring it all the way around, so it's a double wave, and it does push the lane up. Just gives me an excuse to draw on the map.
Denied.
Take a look at the items while we have a bit of a break. Blizzy's borrowed time is going to be popped. But meanwhile, back in the mid. Slayer, level 5. Undershock only level 6. What level is the Shadow Fiend? Level 9! Oh no. Somebody lost the lane. So Kuman, he can start to put the pressure. He's got 36 souls. This Necromaster is full. Starts a plus 82 damage.
Double damage.
Tusk picks himself up a DD. Doesn't have the Walrus Punch just yet, but where does he move himself? iPhone Ninja, it looks like they've just given up the offlane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Slayer needs to be careful.
Are fortified.
1 point into the enchant. They can use it to slow down heroes. The chase can come out. And Slayer just hides himself in the trees.
Tower has fallen.
Macro power is going to be dropped. The right clicks the Ice Shards. The Ice Path is going to be off the mark as the Snowball comes through. And iPhone Ninja picks up a kill. Meanwhile, Undershock, what's he going to do? Again, only level 7, so he needs to be careful about rotating in with 2 heroes being on the spot lane. He can look for the defense.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
iPhone Ninja being level 9. Chase comes out, building himself a 4-staff, and now the nighttime comes out.
Radiant's top tower
Zarek,
is
what
under
is he going to be able to do for this?
Radiant
may be able to
structures
see
are
Enigma.
fortified.
For the chase, there's going to be the Void. I don't remember Batman having that in his belt, but Kuman comes up with the invis. It's going to be a big Requiem, one right click, they take down Palintimos. Now the chase is on the raise. Double kill coming out from the Shadow Fiend. Ice Shards come forward, Trap Slayer in, he needs to walk himself back with the Snowball. Going to be trapping him in. Do we have a Walrus Punch? No, he's only level 5, but we do have a Fiend's Grip though. Right clicks, and now Kinga is level 6, has that Walrus Punch. Blizzy trying to get himself through the trees, but Kuman, Ice Shard's going to be a little bit off the mark. Take a look at that fight recap. 3 heroes go down. And oh yeah, Slater went down on the bot lane, didn't he? But it's still going to be a double kill going with the way of the Shadow Fiend. And now the tier 1 tower. Afterlife pressures it in with the help of Kuman. The Enigma Juniors. It looks like they're not done pushing just yet. Nine to 2, 12 minutes in. Oh, that's a DD on the Enchantress as well. He dodges out the ice path. The right click's coming out. The drums are going to be popped. Centaur chasing up. Blizzy does TP in for the defense. Does he carry on going? DD's going to wear off now. So Slayer could be safe. I say could be. As the Macropyres drop now, the ice path latches. But one more right click. Centaur chasing up. Could be taken down by the tower. Back in the mid lane. Ice Shards come out. Undershot going to be trapped out. Kuman just going to go for the casual right clicks onto the tier 1 tower. No big, no chase. Don't need to worry yourselves. Osmanen drops himself a sentry in the mid. Undershock wants to come forward, but there is 2 heroes. Ice Shards a little bit short. Undershock comes in, but the Nightmare going to be used. Does the Requiem? There is a Requiem available. Doesn't have the mana now. It's going to be silenced up by the Batman Snowball. Going to be stunning Zayak up the right clicks. Do we have the Walrus Punches? Kuman looks like he is going to go down on shock. Well, he gets himself out of this. The TP came in from Afro Ninja as well. It's going to be a little bit too late. Is Afro Ninja going to be able to take down Zayak? The chase is on now as well. Look at him just prance his way up with the face. How fast is that little deer?
My sprites are with us.
Seriously, 430 movement speed, and then you've got the phase boots on top.
Mine.
He's a fast one. TP coming out. Afterlife looks like he is going to be able to get himself away. Does have to blink as well as the black hole. The fight ever arises with Enigma. Should be able to throw it out now. Blizzy does have the borrowed time. Afro Ninja looks like he's going to try and chase him down. Right clicks are going to be there, and Blizzy taking a little bit of harass. 1 more, 2 more should be enough to pop that borrowed time. But he does get the Aphotic Shield off, and now back in the mid lane. Kinga just going to be slowing things down with a bit of farm. Kuman could be in a trouble as 3 heroes move up. Just gets the Shadow Blade. Any reveal? It looks like Zayak does have it. And now Shadow Fiend. Oh, he's going to be in a whole load of trouble. Kane tried to do what he can, but couldn't get it off. Doesn't have the Fiend's Grip now for 13 seconds. The Macropyre comes through. He's trying to dodge his way through the trees. And Zayak, is he going to be able to get his revenge, or is Madden just going to be able to dive through? No, it looks like they are going to be able to pick up this kill as Palintimos, all 5 heroes on the bot lane. It does leave the mid lane open though. Afterlife with his children are going to be able to take down this tier 1 tower.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower, Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Takes down the last Eidolon, but Enigma doesn't care. He can make more.
Got it.
So top lane pushing in. Kati has been
Dire's
taken by
top
Afro
tower
Ninja
is
as well,
under attack.
against his will. Afterlife drops the Midnight Pulse to clear these trees. This is actually really smart. So what you do is you clear this little bit, and I think that's like the range of the
Dire's
TPs,
top
so you can see
tower
anything
is under
coming in
attack.
through here. And yeah, so you don't get surprised by any TPs coming in. Enchantress with the Force Staff now. One charge left on the drums. As well as an Orb of Venom for Chase. It looks like going to go towards the Sanj and Yash. You're not actually going to go for the full Hurricane Pike just yet.
Brawler in his prime.
As Kingar gets himself a DD with the Walrus Punch. He'll be able to do a decent amount of damage to anybody that comes in. Snowball, pull into Moss. This could be the bait as it was used on a creep, okay. It was just used to keep Kingar safe. As the Ice Shards come through, Blizzy's trapped in. I don't know if they chase it. Looks like Kuman's just going to be going back for more assets. Needs to fill these Necromastery souls back up. Plinthmos trying to chase down Afo Ninja. There's going to be the Diffusal Blade coming up. Force Staff. Madden backing up his team. Baby Bug going to be killed off. Enchantress is able to get away from that gank attempt. So let's take a look again at the items. Diffusal Blade up on the Weaver. We've not actually spoken a lot about Plinthmos. But as far as farms go, not doing too bad. Yeah, okay, it's not the Shadow Fiend, it's not the Enigma, and it's not the Bambi, but still, not too bad. Top of the net worth for his team. Helm of the Dominator coming up from Blizzy as well, so he is going to be able to take the creeps that get enchanted by Enchantress. As we get this escalated Enchant War coming up from Abaddon as well as Enchantress. Who's pushing out the top lane?
Flesh sustains, gold remains.
Truman coming through behind. The Snowball comes in, and now the Walrus Punch as well. The Razor's Undershock should not be able to get himself out of this. And even Slayer being chased down now as well. They ping it out. Truman's going to go back for the chase. I suppose it's going to come out, but it's going to be a Fiend's Grip cancelled off onto the Night Stalker as Bane is going to be killed off. And now Blizzy comes in. Truman is going to be able to get the TP away. Kingar not going to be able to get himself out. Zayak Plinthmos pick up that kill, and now the TP's coming out onto the top lane. Afro Ninja, run Bambi, run! As the Void comes out, Force Staff and TP. With the Void already being used, there's nothing really to cancel that. Okuman back in the mid, builds up his souls once again.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, it's going to be Halberd in it. She's already got the Talisman of Evasion. Guess it's good for the Weaver. Speaking of Weaver, Afro Ninja just once again moves himself down to the low ground.
My sprites are with us.
Kuman just dancing about the map. He's got himself the Hurricane Pike going towards the BKB. Nighttime's coming out. We have the smoke. It is going to be used. Slayer, Plinthmos, Zayak. Going to be looking for kills.
Radiant are scanning.
He even just used it to help secure this tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Is under attack.
Kingar could be spotted out. Zayak is going to be there. The Ice Pass is going to be off the map when the sounds comes through, so no snowball for the Walrus. Black Hole being used just onto one hero as of now, and it looks like they are going to be able to take down the Weaver. Meanwhile, Blizzy takes down Kingar, and he secured the kill onto Afterlife, but not before Afterlife picks up Zayak. It looks like with the Enigmalings, maybe even just with the Midnight Pulse now, Kuman coming in trying to do what he can, right-clicking him down. One more raise, Slayer. Oh, the stone comes out from the Centaurs that just walks himself back in, right-clicks. It's going to be the trader. They're going to be able to take down the Shadow Fiend as they do. Afro Ninja trying to chase down Blizzy. And this Centaur, no chill. Okay, it's actually Blizzy's Centaur. But Enchantress just wants to carry on chasing. The only hero left. That was actually a really good fight coming out from Vega Squadron. Any trades you walk away from and pick up more kills are a good fight. So Blizzy and Slayer, pretty happy with that.
A golden thread.
How are we hearing Weaver? He's up on the top lane. Oh, fix your voice lines. Apo Ninja's got the all halberd coming out, I'm pretty sure, on the courier. Afterlife, what's he got? Building towards that BKB. Yeah, that's gonna be the halberd. Look at how fast she moves. Meanwhile, Zayak sees Afterlife. He is going to be blinking himself away as the Nightmare comes out onto the Weaver. Is there a Fiend's Grip to follow this up in 1 second? Do they have anything to try and delay this? Zayak comes in, Brain Sap comes out, and King Toast going to be silenced up, force-staffed out now. Throws out the Ice Shards. Needs to be careful. Doesn't want to be killed off by the bug again, but he's going to be able to just charge himself back to a decent amount of health as the Nature's Attendants do the rest of the work.
Double damage!
Sigil is going to spot out the rush attempt. Effect going to be able to get here in time. Looks like they're not going to be able to rush. He's picked up Lentimos. Secures himself an Aegis. Now the nighttime Kuman was moving himself up. Lentimos with the TP and a DD. And all sorts of other abbreviations. Just kind of moves him back. Afterlife. He's taking his kids on a field trip to the bot lane. As the Hand of Midas. Efficiency. Use it. Efficiency. Okay, whatever. Don't. That's fine. Top lane Zayak looking for an exit, but Bane does give it him now. Bottom lane though. Afterlife eventually killed off. Did get that Hand of Midas though, so it's 100% worth it. 100% as Undershock TP's up now. Bane gonna be in a lot of trouble as the Batman gonna be right clicking him down with Viper. And Undershock did secure that kill, and now Rude uses the shrine just for mana. Didn't even invite Night Stalker. Vega starting to come back in this match. T1 Tower, the Razor's coming up from Kuman, but he is left alone. There's 2 heroes down as well, so if they move his 5 Ice Path, it's going to be 3. Kingar looks for the snowball. He shouldn't be able to get himself out. Slayer does pick up that kill.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Now it looks like they move themselves up. Maybe to take the T1 Tower on the top. Afro Ninja TPs himself away. Just plays it safe. Doesn't want to be getting caught out like somebody. The rotation from Slayer. Undershock does have the drums building towards the Silver Edge now as well. That's actually a really neat item. I guess it deals with the minus armor of the Shadow Fiend. It also deals with the Untouchable of the Enchantress, I think. Don't quote me. Meanwhile, Nighttime comes out. Force Staff not going to get F1 Ninja down to the low ground, so with the Macropie, the Ice Path, I don't think Enchantress gets himself out of this one. Viper Strike being used as well. And Undershock does pick up that kill.
Tribute to my house.
You know, bot lane, Madden is here. Blizzy has the borrowed time still, going towards that Radiance. As it looks like Afterlife could be sent to the Afterlife, but it looks like he's going to be able to get his TP away. The scan comes out, but not there to stop it in time. Now bot lane, Blizzy shows himself. Kuman is here, but they need to pop this. The borrowed time comes out instantly. After that Requiem Souls, but the Nightmare going to hold them in place. Any follow-up from this? It looks like they are just going to move themselves back, TP themselves away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And yeah, Vega coming back into this. Palintimos still has an Aegis. Going towards the Lincoln Sphere, I do believe. Neat, 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 neat. Blizzy's close to that radiance. In fact, it's on the courier, just waiting for it to be delivered. Zayak going towards an Aghanims. How far off that is he?
Damage.
Just the one item, so he's about 600 gold away from being able to pick that up. Slayer going towards the Atos. That's going to be good to lock people down for the ice path as Palintimos comes back out now. Alpha Ninja being chased down. That DD's only about a third of the way through. Instantly pops the heals, but there's still a Weaver. Alpha Ninja, move yourself away. Undershock got the Silver Edge now as well. Still got the 2 charges on the drums. Potentially moves to something like the BKB next. Or... I mean, BKB's good. He's already got the Aquila. So doesn't really need anything. Like, he can hold off on getting more of a damage item for a while now. As Palintimos does go in. It looks like he's going to secure the tier 1 tower on the top. Rotation coming through from behind. Don't know if Enchantress... I think he's just hiding around here.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So Zayak in the trees could get locked down. The right click's coming out. Enchantress maybe fast. Well, can chase him down over a cliff. Thanks to that 4-staff.
Where are you going?
And now slowed down by the enchantment. Zayak, is he going to be able to get himself away, or does he fall prey to the killer deer? Snowball going to be used as well. It looks like, yeah, the Night Stalker going to be taken out. Alpha Ninja picks up that kill.
There you are!
You are back in the mid. Weaver moving himself down. Standard Weaver Arcane Rune. I think that means his weave, not his weave, sorry, his Sakuchi is on like 100% uptime. And it costs 42 mana as well, which is absolutely nothing. He gets that back by the time it wears off. So Afterlife, it's a decent push in if they can use these Eidolons to push as well as the Enchantress, but it could be a trade. So Daddy Enigma sends his kids to do the work. It's like Michael Jackson's dad, right? Daddy Jackson just gets all the kids to do the work while he sits back and reaps the benefits. Meanwhile, the TP's coming in. Or away, sorry, from this tier 2 tower on the bot. Everybody from the side of effect grouping up, moving themselves into the mid lane to push the tier 2 tower in the mid. Is there going to be any follow-up? Blizzy does come in. Just trying to pull the aggro, but it is only an Eidolon and now Viper, but there's going to be the 4-staff away. Nighttime going to be used. Zayak, is he going to be able to help find anyone? It looks like everybody on the side of effect should be able to get themselves away, or maybe everybody but Madden. Ice Shard's going to be helping to body block him off. From net worth, it is starting to come back down now, slowly but surely. No, the XP, 5k in the way of Vega.
A golden thread.
And what's Madden going to go for here? Got brown boots, going to go for the Glimmer. That's good if he can hide himself before they know where he is, so we can get the Fiend's Grip off. And go into the Glimmer Cape.
Flesh sustains,
and keep
gold
the heroes locked down. But we have just passed that 30-minute mark. Abaddon going to go towards the Ags. Speaking of Ags, I think Zayak's picked his up now. Yeah, he's got his Ags, he's got his gem. He's going to be able to fly about. And just gives so much vision during the night time. Enchantress went back for the Hurricane Pike. Going to go for the Shiver's Guard now as well. Looks like we might get a fight started. The ice guard's just used to keep Vega back in this river.
Radiant are scanning.
Are they going to be able to make anything out of this? Aegis... Well, Roshan is back up in the next minute. It's not too bad actually for Roshan. There's going to be a smoke coming out now, so... He may want to try and find a kill just before nighttime wears off. They've got themselves 36 seconds. As mid lane, Polintimus going to be picking up the Eidolons for a decent... Now the nighttime comes out. Afo Ninja, they're going to see him. The net flies through. Were they just trying to use Afo Ninja as bait?
Gotcha.
And it's kind of, the game has slowed down, 32 minutes and we are 16 kills for either team. 3k net worth advantage for effect, but they have slowly but surely started to lose that. If you take a look at the graph, it just bounces down, bounces up slightly there towards the end. But both teams just want to be playing it safe. Vega can't lose this game. If they lose this game, the series is over. In effect, they know they're losing the fights. They know Vega are on a bit of a power swing at the minute, so they don't want to be giving too much away in terms of kills. If we take a look at the scores, you just see the last 5 or so minutes, 6 minutes, the kills, apart from 2 that have gone the way of Vega. It's going to be a 3-man smoke as Enchantress's creep starts Roshan. Oh no, it looks like that was actually a bug as it fades through the floor from the Weaver. Forest Punch comes out and Valve, please fix. We got ourselves a flying centaur. The force staff comes out. Blizzy, he's going to be able to pop the aphotic shield though, so it's not going to be too much. I say it's not going to be too much damage. Still gets taken down to about 800 health. Both teams, yeah, squaring up and moving away. Effect on the higher ground. Madden's going to be there. The Nightmare comes out, so they're pinging out Blizzy, the chase, as well as the nighttime. Are they going to be able to fight this? Don't think the bugs actually latch onto anyone there. Even short for Roshan. Mid lane, Afro Ninja trying to make a move in. He's going to be able to move himself up to the high ground, but Blizzy gets Warriors punched up into the air, and now the snowball coming out as well. Blizzy might go down. The borrowed time, it's still there. Going to be popped now. Back in the river, the Macropyre is going to come out. The fight's coming out. Kinga going to be killed off by Blizzy, and the chase through Madden might go down. Just trying to keep himself healthy with the one, but the Ice Path going to be keeping him locked down, as well as Afro Ninja, and now the BKB pops. Afterlife wants to go in, but can't get that black hole off. Does get the Midnight Pulse down. Polintimus going to carry on chasing down. It takes him down with a couple more right clicks, and now Enchantress caught out in the trees. It's going to be 4 heroes going down on the side of Effect. 16 to 20. And it looks like it's Vega's turn to pressure Vex tier 2, maybe even the tier 3. As Human moves himself down to the bot lane, but the tier 3 being pressured. The buyback's coming through from the Enigma as well as the Enchantress. And now Vega can move themselves back, because Effect can't risk losing those heroes, so it does open the opportunity for Vega to go towards the Roshan pit if that's what they want to be doing.
Got it.
So what do they do here, Effect? As far as items go, Hurricane Pike is up on the Enchantress, but she's just started to lose her effectiveness a tiny bit. Afterlife, I don't think he's used his Black Hole more than once when he used it to solo Black Hole the Weaver, well, 20 minutes ago? Pardon, in the river, it looks like Vega, rightly so, want to be contesting Roshan because 3 heroes from the side of Effect, or 2 at least, bought back. So if they can take a fight here, they can take a Roshan, maybe even take an objective in the mid lane. Kuman just standing up on the high ground. And Zayak moves himself just guarding along with Slayer there. Just forcing effect away. The Ice Path as well as the Macropire comes up. Palintimos going to be picking up this Aegis, and it does mean now they should be able to move themselves into a position to take either the last tier 2 on the top lane, or maybe move themselves down mid and look to break high ground.
Radiant are scanning.
But they are moving themselves down towards Kuman. So actually going back, he's picked up the Butterfly, the Hurricane Pike, the BKB, and now going to go back, it looks like, for the Orchid. Zayak just comes out, and there's going to be the Void, but is it going to be any follow-up? Zayak is on his own for now, and Madam being chased down, the right clicks. It's going to be a kill for Undershock. But Shadow Fiend can get himself away safely. No bait for 40. And Zayak still sees this. You've got to take a look at this vision, this flying vision that he's going to have for the next 2.5 minutes roughly. Just being able to scout out the Shadow Fiend. And that, by the way, was on dire vision. Just so you can see how big that circle was. If you take a look, it's still there. He's in range of the tier 2 tower now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle
Does
tower
take it
has
down,
fallen.
but it looks like Vega, are they going to be able to stack for this fight bottom lane? The tier 3 tower being pressured in. Slayer, Undershock, Palintimos and Blizzy. Going to be joined by Zayak now. The nighttime comes out. There's going to be the Ice Path. Actually forced staffing down the Bane to the low ground. Bane going to be caught out in the Ice Shards. Didn't force him back up to the high ground. And now Undershock wants to try and dive this, but he's going to be able to move himself back. After an injury anyway, and the right click's coming out. Abaddon, is he going to be able to get himself away? Does have that Radiance as well as the borrowed time, so he can walk himself up and be a complete pain in the arse onto the high ground. But Rodovatos comes out. The force off the Ice Path going to be a little bit off the mark. And Alpha Ninja gets himself back safely. Meanwhile, Enigma is pushing out this top lane. But everybody from the side of Vega just moves himself back 16 to 22.
Peace, a golden thread.
Mine.
Yeah, 40 minutes in. It's slowed down, you know, it's not as fighty. Like, say, both teams want to be playing it clever. The Effect don't want to be giving this game up, just because that means you'll have to play a third. And obviously Vega not wanting to be giving this one up because, well, if they lose, that's it. They are I don't know if they drop down to the lowers or if this is actually like a knockout round. I think it is, you know. I think loser of this does go out. Now, Undershock got himself a cheese. He did go for the BKB. I'm going for a nullifier now as well. It's going to be big. It means that it does delay the BKBs coming out from the Enigma, from the Shadow Fiend, I think, as well. Yeah, from the Shadow Fiend, if he can get it off, depending on who he wants to target. But now, I think Vega, they have the sights set on this last tier 2 tower.
A tribute to my house.
And with the creep wave, double catapults, this is a great time to be pushing in as well.
Got it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Zayak.
structures are fortified.
Tower goes down and Zayak TPs himself up to the high ground to defend this tier 2 tower, but Kuman is going to be able to secure that. He's invis, he's got himself a Shadow Blade, keeping an eye on Kuman, does have the Void to throw it out, but Gem is available, so Zayak is going to be able to chase this one down. The Weaver's there as well. Kingar slowed down by the Diffusal Blade, but it looks like are they going to be able to take the kill on Kuman? Kuman just gets the TP away. So Palintimos picks himself up a consolation kill with Kingar, and the Desolator actually coming up now on Weaver, going towards the BKB. And Shadow Fiend actually goes... I mean, he does have the buyback. He's close to having the full gold. What is that for an Orchid now? Yeah, he just wore off. But, So 4075, yep. Shadow Fiend is getting close to having the Orchid if that's what he wants. Right, should just be able to pick it up and then tick up with the, just with the standard gold that he gets. Meanwhile, Bane. Seen by Zayak, the chase is on, the nighttime comes out, the silence, the right clicks, even the Rodovatos being committed. They are going to be able to pick up this kill on the Bane. So, Marin, I don't know what he's doing. He's got to know by, they've all got to know by now that Zayak has this Aghanim Scepter, the gem as well. You can't be doing that. You can't be just pushing yourself out so far, so low. Otherwise, you do risk being picked off. You want bot lane? Again, he's going to spot out both heroes if there's any rotations in. Human's got himself a DD. He's actually picked up the 3 damage per soul as well. Oh my god. DD rune, he's on over 500 damage in the chase. Picks up the kill, and now 4-star from Slayer, but he just puts himself in a bad position. You'll have to save his life for now anyway. As Kuman picks that one up, that DD rune. Look at the damage coming out with the 36 souls. So now it is Effect's turn to push. 43 minutes, 18 to 24, Rodovatos slowed down. There's going to be the Lotus Orb to purge off. Shadow Fiend able to get himself back safely. Afterlife looking to follow up on any heroes with the black hole, but nobody's going to chase. You know, Enchantress in the mid. Has himself a troll, building up a Skelly army as well. Says if Wraithkin can do it, then so can I. And it looks like they want to try and split these two lanes. Make Vega choose whether they're going to try and defend this. With no Jakiro for 28, no Night Stalker. Well, Night Stalker is coming back up now, but it's the 3 heroes they are going to hold. As a fact, just can't get into a position to break the base. Doesn't look like. Viper has that nullifier now as well. 65 damage. You don't realise, or I don't realise as well, because obviously it's built out of the excuse me, mic issues. But yeah, if we take a look at it, if in the shop, it's built out of the Sacred Relic, so you get that plus 60 damage anyway, and the plus from the Helm of Iron Will. Makes it a great item to be able to gank heroes with. So now Vega hanging around the Roshan pit, and Roshan was up extremely quickly. Zayak sees it with, again, if we take a look at the vision, just can't see the sigil as well as the Roshan. That is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous amount of vision. Nobody should have that amount of power. But our Night Stalker does. So deal with it, I guess. Smoke gank. Snowball comes forward. Kinga blinks himself away, but the chase is still on. Force. Going to be there. The Ice Shard's blocking them up. It's going to be the Rodovatos, and there's going to be Kuman up there on the high ground, caught in the Ice Path as well as the Macropire. There's going to be the Lotus Orb to try and purge that off, but the chase comes out to Marin, may be able to slow him down. If Blizzy can get a right click. Zarek though. Somebody force-staff this man down.
Cut from the same cloth.
There we go. As far as the buybacks go, Enigma doesn't have one Jakiro, Zayak, as well as Blizzy. Fight's coming through. It's going to be a Walrus Punch onto the illusion of the Weaver as the real Weaver picks up the Aegis. And now the chase is on. Viper trying to get himself back. Tries to get the Rod of Atos, but the Force Staff comes out from Afro Ninja. Chase under shock. Is he going to be able to do anything about this as a Lotus Orb does purge off the Enchantress's problems? Ice Path, but Force Staff up to the high ground. It looks like Vega maybe wanted to close this game out now. Enigma pushing the lane. Afterlife, he's got the Midnight Pulse, and just look at this creep wave that he's going to be able to pick up with these Eidolons. Well, they are being found off by the Weaver. The illusion will go down in the next 10 seconds or so, but not before he does a decent amount of work. These creeps will be able to push down this lane, and it looks like Enigma just trying to cut the wave. Jakiro coming in, as well as the Night Stalker. You're going to be able to see the Night Stalker. After all, he runs himself into the trees, blinks himself away, but Ice Path going to be on the mark. The Macropyre breaks the trees, and now Enigma could be in a lot of trouble. Polintimos rotating in now as well. Afterlife right clicks, it's going to be there, and it's enough to take down the Enigma. Doesn't have a buyback, no, he's 300 gold away from that. So Vega could turn this one around.
Double damage.
Lizzie, an undershock pushing in. Oh, a DD on the Weaver as well. This is going to be a quick tier 3 tower. The Ice Path comes out. The Lotus Orb was already used and he was caught in the Ice Path, but the Force Staff going to be saving him for now. Tier 3 tower going to be taking a dive. Was blown up. Polintimos, is he going to be able to get himself away? There's going to be the time lapse, but he does have the Aegis still as well. Ice Path onto the creeps, and it looks like they're not done just yet. Blizzy Force Staff forward traps out with the Ice Shards, but he doesn't really care. He's got the borrowed time. He can still pop this. He's going to be getting healthy as the right clicks come through from Kuman. Tier 3 taken down. Meliarax might go down soon as well. DD still up onto Polintimos. It is going to be wearing off now. Mr. Nullifier actually works from the Lotus Orb. Didn't realise that.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
But the Meliarax does go down. Ranged Rax just going to be left there on half its health. And now it looks like we want to be making a move. Kuman is going to be able to get himself away. Force staffed up to the high ground. But it looks like with the Enigma coming back up, Vega don't want to risk it. Again, they need to play this game safe, because if they do lose, they are out. But so far, so good. 8k net worth advantage, 18 to 25. Just playing it again. They need to play it careful. They do have a chance to push this to a game 3. They are in the driver's seat at the minute.
Now they will suffer.
But I just think, for what Afterlife's done, they couldn't have picked up the Brood and the like, and it was ban out. But yeah, he's been pushing out lanes, and that's great. But that's not really what the Enigma needs to be doing in these fights. You know, he can't be split pushing out a lane. He needs to be there looking for a black hole, and Vega just haven't given the opportunity so far. Zarek not going to be able to see the Enigma as he does TP himself away safely. Now Kuman on the bottom lane. What does he build himself into? Macropyre comes out. Aisha is chasing down the dragon. Slayer able to get himself out safely. What is that coming out from the Shadow Fiend? Satanic and Moonshot, I reckon. It's got to be on it because he just wants those right clicks. Meanwhile, Radiant Jungle Rod of Atos does come out onto Enchantress, tries to force staff himself away. Polintimos swinging so slowly, but now the Viper Strike, the poison as well. Polintimos, is he going to be able to do this? The Aegis is still available if he wants to carry on chasing down Alpha Ninja. Is he going to be able to get himself away? His blood. Blizzy takes down Madden. It looks like Alpha Ninja is going to be able to escape. Polintimos got pretty low though with those Enigma, and I think he's got +8 demonic conversions.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
That is a lot of baby Enigmas. I mean, does it show? Spawns 11.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Look at that. At that. That's a lot. And you can just use that. You can just pop it. Use them to split push your lane. Doesn't even need to be on the lane anymore. Because it will kill at least 1 or 2 creep waves as it pushes out. And they do still split after every 3 hits, I do believe. So... and the damage as well, 70 Eidolon damage. What are one of those pushing out now? 137 before reduction? It's a lot of damage.
Dire are scanning.
So yeah, they cut 2 creeps. He just moves himself into the mid, pops them out again. They cut 2 more creeps. And with the melee Rex being down, that's something that you want to be doing. Up on the top lane though, Zarek still got himself a gem. Going to be able to see Afterlife. Pops the Shadow Blade of his own. He just TPs himself away. That ward would have seen him, but he did get himself out in time.
Alone at last.
Kuman looks like he's going to be able to find himself a DD. What's that? 496, 177. That is 2 right clicks and you're dead. That's what that is. Was that 571? Ooh, Zarek's going to be able to find the courier. And Chase is on to try and get revenge. Afro Ninja looking, but not going to be able to find anything. Zarek should just be able to get himself away. Vega, net worth wise, it's a 10k net worth lead, just above, and the XP, it's 25k. That's a lot. That should be a game-winning amount of XP lead. Madden is going to be chased down now. The silence just carries on going.
You've reached the end of your days.
So he's down for 52. Lintimos. That's going to be a deadless, right? He ain't going for a rapier.
A tribute to my house.
Zayak just hunting the deer. Meanwhile, it's going to be a walrus kick. I didn't realize he had an Aghanim Scepter. The chase is on. Slayer going to be trying to do what he can. Yule Scepter comes out now as well. Kuman, one more right click, picks up the kill onto Slayer. Slayer got slayed. As Viper looks to push out this top lane. The Enigmas, Eidolons are going to be there to help push out.
A golden thread.
Christ, look at how many there are. So we are getting to the hour mark of this game, 54 minutes in, and both teams still looking like they've got a chance. But honestly, I've got to give it to Vega so far. Maybe Effect can do something, turn around, maybe flying like a clutch fight, maybe use these Enigmas, Eidolons to keep pushing out. But as far as it goes, I think Vega have the slightest of edges during this game.
Sustains.
So this could be what Effect want. They're in the Roshan pit, nothing scouting this out. Vega are coming across pretty quickly, but the scan, not going to see anything from Effect. May just see the Batman fades just before it comes out. Roshan though getting pretty low. Night Stalker, is he going to be able to get the blink as the bugs do come in? BKB's going to be popped by Kuman, and he moves himself out, and now the Fiend's Grip comes out, kicked back into the rest of his team. Kuman picks himself up an Aegis and a Night Stalker. So Kinga and Madden going to be pushing up this mid lane with Afro Ninja leading the line. Night Stalker does have the buyback available. And Effect, what can they do here with the one hero advantage of the Aegis as well? Everybody looking pretty darn rich. It's a 40k net worth on the Shadow Fiend alone, so Kuman steps himself up.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Zach's going to come in from behind. Are they going to try and pincer this out? But not everybody on the side of Vega is available to try and take this fight Madden. And the rest walk themselves up to the high ground. They're going to be taking shrines.
Is under attack. Dire's bottom
Afterlife
shrine
hangs
has fallen.
around, pops the BKB. If you can get a blink, it's on cooldown. Has a refresher shard as well. Going to be able to get it, but the force staff. Oh, Blizzy's out of there, and now Afterlife's being killed off. And the chase is on Vega. They want to be getting as many exit kills as possible. Kingar going to be chased down, kicks Blizzy away, but I think the damage is done as Polintimos picks up that kill. Eidolons trying to do damage to the tier 3 tower, but they are going to fade out now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So they lose tier 3 mid, but Vega pick up 2 kills and defend the racks. On the plus side, Enigma still has the shard. Didn't use it. You know, could have popped that early to try and carry on with the black hole, but again, it was only one hero in the black hole and easily double force staffed out. Night Stalker pops the nighttime. Gonna be trying to make a move onto Kuman, but Kuman can right click him down. He's got that moon shard now as well as the silver edge. They're making a move. Kuman, is he going to be able to get himself back? Should get out of range. Does get out of the range of the gem of the Night Stalker. But again, Vega here to put the pressure on. Move themselves up onto the high ground, or at least Blizzy does. With the Aphotic Shield, what's he gone for talent-wise? 250 Aphotic Shield damage. Health. Still damage? I think it's just health now, isn't it? That it's just like... You get that extra survivability as the tier 3 tower on the bottom lane does go down.
Double damage.
On the shock, trying to chase down Afterlife, but Afterlife should be able to get himself out safely. And swaps now to that refresher shard. He's already used the Hand of Midas.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
So, we are about 45 seconds away from that hour mark, and both teams, again, still look like they've got a chance of winning this. Polintimos going towards a butterfly. I guess trades out the boots. Just uses the butterfly for the extra movement speed. Yeah, sells those boots off now. Buys the boots of travel. Buys the double boots of travel. As 4 heroes from the side of effect stack themselves up. But Enigma can just defend the lanes as long as there's no pressure from hero. They should, or heroes should be able to defend. Just with the Eidolons being able to push out, and there's a whole goddamn group of them pushing down this bot lane. Let's keep an eye on the buybacks now, because net worths, it doesn't really matter this late into the game. We just want to be seeing who can come back into these fights. Speaking of fights, it's going to be the X as well as the Nullifier coming out onto the Enigma. The right clicks, it looks like they do take him down instantly. He buys back. Alpha Ninja in a little bit of trouble. Kingar going to be able to punch back, kick back Blizzy into the base, and there's going to be the black hole coming out. It's just going to be onto Blizzy though. He had the borrowed time. There was no damage being done. And now it's going to be a double ice path. Remember, it's going to be the buyback coming out from the Shadow Fiend. It's going to be a dead. Well, that's a better black hole, but it looks like the Enigma is going to be going down. The buybacks to come through. It's going to be the BKB as well as the chase coming through from the Shadow Fiend. He's going to be able to chase down Xayah because everybody's buying back for this fight. Because it looks like everybody thinks this is going to be the end of the game. Kingar killed off by Undershock now as well. It looks like Vega have done it. They turn to effect and they say, now your tens, nobody beats Vega 5 times in a row. Let that be a lesson. Say that though, they are going to be able to take down Blizzy as the Shadow Fiends Force staff forward, and now the damage coming out onto him as well with the macro pyre. Yeah. Somehow, I don't think they could do the... Everybody's pretty low. The ice pass comes out, and Zayek needs to be careful. The takedown. The double-headed dragon. But tier 4s. Ninja trying to do what he can to clean this up. Undershock just doesn't care. Buyback. Is there going to be time lots to try and get him into the fight? Nope. But there's going to be a double boots of travel though. That was just a quick heal up by the Weaver. Now everybody's dead. Buyback. But I don't think it's going to be enough there, Enchantress. Yeah. Vega finally fight back. They take a game off Effect, and they're going to push this to a 3-game series after being 3-0'd before by Effect. Stop the effective rampage of Effect over them. So we are going to be taking a quick break. We'll be back with game number 3 as soon as it's up. But for now, once again, we will be throwing ourselves to a break, listening to some chill music. I've been Rob and Roll Gaming. If you want to follow me on Twitter, if you're on stream, it's up there in the top right. I appreciate everybody that does follow me. Let you know when I go live and I'm going to be casting. But for now, we will see you after the break.